What's going on, people? Back with another video. Depending on when you watch the video, all of the update of the rebrand of Myths Story of Abraxas may be out. But if you're watching this right now, as we're releasing these videos, I just want you to know that the update is so massive that the videos will take about 3 hours. So what I'm going to do is break them up so you can understand and just watch the videos. I'm going to make a playlist, and then you will understand every new just piece to the puzzle of Myths. All right, so in this video, what we're going to talk about is employment, aka scholarships, and the play to earn model within this ecosystem. Also, what we're going to talk about here is the market. So basically that's the outside version of the game, where it's like basically Myths news. So I'll explain it. It's actually really decent. I'm going to actually engage in it a lot because I'm going to be one of the people behind it. But it's going to be something that you guys really want to pay attention to. So all right, let's get into it. All right, so one thing I do know is that when it comes to a lot of gamers want to play things for free. They don't want to pay anything. A lot of the people be like, it's $5, that's expensive and stuff like that. It's just crazy. You get what I'm saying? I don't understand how do some of these gamers think that developers are able to sustain or keep them to play the game and have fun with the servers that they're having fun with without people backing a project. But I also understand why they're like that, because of these greedy corporations, Ubisoft and these guys that have been running the industry for a while. These guys they're just really sucking the people dry. But it's also gamers' fault, because if gamers don't buy the stuff, then we wouldn't have to deal with this stuff in the first place. I don't buy any Ubisoft in them games. If I don't like the company, I'm just not going to support them. That's just me personally. But I know that there are going to be people that want to know this question: how do I make money without investing? I want to say first, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I'm going to give you life advice. All right. You cannot expect to not put in anything and expect just abundance back. Okay, that's just not how things work. Yes, you can make money without investing a dime inside of this game, but I want you to be realistic. If you come as a complete free-to-play player, do not expect to get rich overnight. That's all I'm asking you. Do not expect to get rich overnight. That's it. But can you make money playing the game for free completely? The answer is yes. Players can make money just by playing the game, looting, completing quests inside of the game, and selling the loot that they have found inside of the world to other players or to the stores that are looking for certain items. Free-to-play players can also save up the hidden credits that they collected in the game and purchase a business that will earn them passive income or a property to rent to other players to create passive income. Now, I need you to understand something. Can you make good amounts of money free inside of the game without putting a dime in it? The answer is yes, but that's all about how you go about the game. So if you get the hidden credits, but hidden credits are the money that's inside of the game that's also can be transferred into real world currency. So if you take the money that you get collecting inside of the game and you just always spending it, just taking it and taking it out of the economy and spending it, then you won't actually make any good money inside of the game. So it's all about how you do. So you make $7 inside of the game, you take it out, you spend it, and then you got to go out there and grind, raid, find more loot, sell it to the stores if the store is looking for it at the moment, whatever the case may be. So it's all about what you want to do. This game is going to be just like the real world. It's about patience. Collect the money, save it, invest in it inside of the game, and then let that money grow. So that's exactly how it's going to be. All right. So depending on the businesses that a free-to-play player owns, such as a business that basically collect resources, and if they basically buy a key from one of the people that owns the key, so it's going to be multiple people that we have already in the community. Some people that actually owns a lot of keys. You can actually purchase one from them or rent one from them. And then they'll allow you to sell resources directly to the company, which is us. We will be the market. So the company will actually be a part of the game. So we will be playing the game with you guys. We will be the market. So you guys, free to play players, if you collect, just collect the money inside of the game, save it, purchase a key from a person that actually owns a key, or rent a key from someone, and they will give you the open to the market where you're able to sell resources directly to us. So that means you just basically open up a floodgate for you to make money. That's another way. So it's 3 ways you can make money. Well, 4 ways. One, by just playing the game, looting. Well, there's multiple ways right there. Another way to make passive income is by owning a business. The business sells things to other players. You make money from that. Owning land, because you can purchase land as a free player. And then you can also purchase a property and then rent it out to another player, and then get a key, purchase a key and rent it out to another player, or just purchase a key and sell resources to the market. All right, so that's the ways right there that you can make money all together right there. As a free player, without putting a dime inside of it, it's all about strategy, how you go about it. So if you're not too good outside in making money and investing money and stuff like that, then you're not going to do too good when it comes to this one. I'm just being honest with you. You're not going to do too good when it comes to this one. All right, you will be able to make money just by playing it, but you won't, go as far as you would like inside of this game, and then you probably make a bad video like, oh, you can't make money in this game because I keep spending my money and stuff. It's going to just be bad. So just think about that on this part. What I'm telling you, think about that, then we'll move forward right there. All right, so how will we stop cheaters? Well, the blockchain never lies, as they say. We ask that everyone be very careful and do not buy from anyone who do not have a key. Keys will show legitimacy of items that has been purchased from other players, the stores, or us directly, because there will be a lot of people counterfeiting or trying to hack the system. All right, but if you want to purchase from someone that doesn't have a key, make sure you trust that person. All right, and also make sure that that person that you trust got it from someone that's legitimate. That's what we're using our NFTs for. We're using our NFTs to actually check and see if the source of where these things are coming from is legitimate. So when you try to sell a resource to us, we're going to actually check and see if that is legitimate. The NPCs will check and see when you sell it to a store and check and see if it's legitimate. You're going to check the blockchain. Okay, this right here is connected to the blockchain. It's connected directly from us. So that's what our NFTs are for. Our NFTs aren't JPEGs. Our NFTs are always in-game things that will be played in games. So even though the game isn't out completely, the NFTs will still be completely connected to the game, and every item that's inside of the game are NFTs, even though we won't sell 95% of the stuff that's inside of the game. So, to players, we won't sell them to players. Investors will be able to get the stuff and then sell it to players. But I'll talk about that in a second. So this basically stops the counterfeit selling that will happen. People buying fake stuff. People trying to farm. And then create fake items and stuff like that. So this is what we're doing with the NFTs. We're using NFTs to actually check the legitimacy of the items that's inside of the game. Basically what NFTs are, basically receipts. So we want to make sure that these items actually come from the game. If we gotta be able to tell if they came from AI, that the AI dropped it. So if it actually came from the game or is it fake, that's basically what it is. So that's actually how we'll be able to stop cheaters. We won't be able to stop them completely, but trust me, they won't be here rampant like they are in other games, because the blockchain never lies. We'll be able to check. So, and as time goes, we will definitely be working on the system as well. All right, so let's go to the next thing. One thing I would like to say is I know and understand inside of just the crypto space period, right? Crypto space is supposed to be about DeFi freedom and stuff like that, but people just look at it as like a money engine, right? And that's why crypto isn't looked at as like, okay, this is the next thing that can save everybody, which it actually could if people just understood that it's actually a good way to make money, but it's also about freedom. People just got away from that mission, right? So since people are away from that mission, I know the question about this game and people that's inside of the space just want to make money. So we know and understand that the people that are normally interested in playing earn models are not people that play video games. We know that. We understand that. We understand people that are interested just aren't people that play video games. So we understand that these people are looking for money and just money only. So we got a community for that. The people that just looking to make money inside of a project, we got a community for you, and you guys will help us build this game. You guys will help us make you money. That's basically it. So with that being said, investors never have to touch the game nor have a PC. Just set up an account, connect your wallet, and if you have a key, that key comes with a business, or if you have a land, that land generates passive income. Both earn you passive income, but land makes more passive income. So all you have to do is just collect. Now with businesses, you have to keep in mind that in a business you have to keep it up, just like in real life. With that being said, that will help you. That will help people that are looking for employment or scholarships, which are scholarships completely different inside of the game. So you can hire or basically start with scholarships. You can basically help them make money, so people, other countries and stuff like that, or just people that's playing the game on their own self. You can just hire them, and they will just basically do the parts where it basically builds resources, depending on the type of business you have. For example, if you have a lumber company or a mining company, those resources have to be farmed. If you have a farming company, the farm has to be taken care of. If you're not going to play the game, you need someone to do that. So as an investor, what you need to do is just do a scholarship program. And with the scholarship will play the game, building their character on their own. They would just play the game on their own. But now they would just be playing the game with their friends, playing to have fun, building their character, building their base, getting money on their own. But now they have a job. So this would be a thing for even streamers to do. It doesn't matter how big you are. Even if I wasn't the creator of the game, I would do that. I would, look for scholarship programs. Like, all right, I'm playing a game anyway. So while I'm playing the game, I might as well just chop some trees down, get some wood, and then I'll go on an example right now. I'll show you how it works. Okay, if I was just a person, I would just do this. It's a no-brainer when it comes to scholarships. It doesn't have to be a person that's in a struggling community, wherever to do the scholarships. A person just playing the game, period, playing the game for YouTube, or whatever the case may be, will be doing scholarships because it's just free money basically. So here's an example. Players and investors who own a lumber company, a lumber factory, can set an agreement with the scholar. Once a day, they will basically tell the scholar, this is the agreement. This is an example. Once a day, you have to bring 40 pieces of wood. And then that's it. So how that works is that the player, that's the scholar, will go while they're out there raiding. They'll see trees, they cut the trees down, get the pieces of wood, and then report the wood back to the business, the lumber factory. There's a chest in the back where you put the wood inside of the chest. And in that chest, that chest is connected to the owner's wallet. So once the wood is in there, the owner will be able to see the wallet. Which wallet I'm talking about is an escrow account, which we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Which just protects the owner of the property and the scholar. So we'll talk about that in a second. But so then basically how it works. So it's basically we set an agreement. I'm the investor with a scholar. I tell the scholar I want 40 pieces of wood every day inside of the escrow wallet. While the player is out there killing monsters, killing players, killing AI, just doing whatever inside of the game, building their base up, collecting loot for themselves, getting resources for themselves and stuff like that. They just go cut trees down, get the 40 pieces of wood. If they keep cutting trees down, they can collect the wood for themselves or collect the wood for the next day, whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter. And then they report the wood back to the business, and then boom, rinse and repeat. So this also gives players who are scholars something to do every day. So every time they log into Myths, they already know what they're going to do. All right, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go over here to this abandoned police station. I'm going to find and see if they got ammo, guns there. Maybe players might be over there, kill some players, loot their bodies. But while I'm going over there, there's trees I'm going to cut down. So that's basically giving you an idea of how it works if a player is a scholar, and and this is the only game out here that has a scholarship program that would be fun to play, and they could just play with their friends and just do normal things as they're already gonna be doing and make money at the same time. All right, so that's basically that earning model when it comes to the scholarship. All right, this model works in everyone's favor. Okay, the player makes money, the investor makes money, and the player has fun, and just the investor is happy. So, but the scholarship thing, what I'm talking about right here, also gives investors two ways to make money when it comes to that business. So, one, the player is playing the game for them, making the money, and then the investors get to take the resources and then sell it to the market, which we'll get into that in a few minutes. All right, so drop rates. Let's talk about that. Drop rates are just basically depending on the rarity of items or resources, okay? But here's how you get drops in the game. So you kill bosses, kill AI, kill other players, and loot their bodies. All right, so this is how you get drops, or chests, or well, create supply crates, or whatever the case may be. And also, we'll be doing random airdrops inside of the game as well, and then you go and get random loot there. So, and then the players that loot or go to the airdrops and collect the items will be able to sell or keep for themselves. Hidden credits will also be dropped, and you can also find hidden credits in the world, and AI will also drop hidden credits, which is money, but not so much. So you can find money on dead bodies, on AIs, and inside of supply crates or just airdrops, but it won't be like a big supply of it out there and stuff like that, right? To keep the economy right. All right, so loot can be sold in game or in the stores. What I mean in game is you can sell it to other players, but again, be careful what you know how you buy your stuff. All right, because there will be cheaters inside of the game. Once an economy has an economy like this, people will try to exploit it. All right, so owners who own stores such as armor shops, armories, and can list whatever item they want to sell, and they can also list what items they want to buy. So they'll be able to control the NPCs. Stores are ran by NPCs, non-playable characters, so owners do not have to play the game, sit inside of the store, and sell items. That wouldn't make any sense. We will handle that for them. The game handles that. Hidden credits earned in-game will convert to players' and investors' wallets. So when you collect the hidden credits, they automatically come to your wallet. Money will be moving in and out of the economy due to people selling for profit or investors, and the money will come into the economy by investors buying to keep their business running, as well as players investing in a token to purchase in-game items. Hidden credits cannot be looted off of the bodies of other players, but can be looted if they are found inside of a base created by players, which we'll get into that in a second when it comes to the difference of bases and homes. Protection. We will be building and focusing a large amount of time and money on security to protect our community. First, we will protect investors and scholars by creating an escrow wallet that tools that comes with, depending on whatever business it is. For example, if it's a mining company, that business comes with a pickaxe. If it's a lumber company, that company comes with an axe. If it's a foreman, that company comes with a slaughterhouse, and some other tools. And then there's certain things that certain companies come with, and those tools will be sent to the escrow wallet, and then payment, which the agreement of the payment, whatever you're going to pay the scholar, will go to the escrow wallet, and then whatever day that you want to pay the scholar, that money gets released. So this protects the investor tools, so the player can't run off with the tools that they're not supposed to have, because pickaxes, axes, and stuff like that only are for and businesses. So these tools aren't supposed to be held by players that don't have these businesses, and investors will not be able to steal money. So we want to make sure we protect the community here. Renting, buying, and selling. We want to make sure that people such as investors and players will always seek in our in-game utility. So we have created a real estate market, which means is every house and each server is a one-on-one copy. So it's just one of that property. So if you see a property and if it's owned, that means a player owns that property. If it's not owned by a player, that means we own that property, and that property can be purchased from us. And if you purchase that property from us, you own that property, and that server is not another house in that server that's like that house. So you own that house in that server. And that's basically that. So if you own that same house in multiple servers, then you own that house multiple times in different servers. But there's not going to be affinity houses and stuff like that there. So every property that can be entered and stuff like that inside of this game will be owned by a player, or it'll be owned by us until a player purchases it from us. Players will be able to rent businesses, keys, and properties, giving other players access to features that they may not have had access to for a price. This is giving the money-making greedy strategy that greedy corporations use back to the players. So we want to make sure that instead of us getting all the money, we want to make sure that the players get the money. All right. So even though greedy corporations can come and buy all of the property and then sell the property to the players, we will make sure that as a safety net for some people to actually be able to afford and purchase property inside of this game. So let's get into the gameplay loop and basically explain how the game will be played. We understand one thing that will keep us running, and one thing that we want to do is create memories with inside of gaming. I just want to make sure that you guys understand that Myths will be the only game that, you know, like this one. Basically what I mean is, because we're going to create other games, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to create a Myths 2. We're going to work on this one completely until the end of time, or until people just don't want to play this game anymore. So what I mean by that is, if Unreal Engine 6 come out, we're just going to migrate to Unreal Engine 6. We're going to just continues to boost the graphics up and whatever the case may be, add more features to it. This is a long-term game. We're not going to make Myths 2 and then everybody lose all their progress and then move the stuff over from this game to that. No, we're just going to actually just continue to build in this metaverse right here. So I just want you guys to know this is a long-term thing. We're in it for the long term here. So, but main thing is we want to create memories of fun game. That's the number one thing that I care about, because what made me actually even get into game development is just games suck. I'm gonna be honest with you. Games today suck. They're just terrible. And then the games inside of the play to earn model is completely embarrassing. It is just so embarrassing. Only one I can shout out is just Illuvium, but every other one is just embarrassing. It's like we're going backwards inside of the play to earn model, and I want to create a game that I want to play. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm gonna be playing it. So when y'all running in the streets and stuff like that, y'all will be seeing me running. Depending on what server you're in, you will be seeing me, right? I'm gonna be playing the game myself. I created this game because I'm creating a game that I will play myself. And that's basically why I'm building the game the way it is. I'm building the game of what I will play. You get what I'm saying? So this is basically what it is. I'm just building the game I will play, and that's what I'm just focusing on, something that's fun. I play a lot of games today and they're terrible. I come from the era of PS3 and PS2 and PS1, those games, and GameCube and stuff like that. Whereas Resident Evil 1, the remake on GameCube, and Super Mario 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Dark Cloud, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. No, probably not. Maybe 5. 5 sucked. Maybe 4. These games, Final Fantasy 5. Oh no, yeah, that one too. Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, 9, 10. We're gonna stop there. And then and you know, Dark Cloud, Dot Hack, The Bouncer. These games where developers actually cared about the process of the video game. I'm a developer that cares about the process of the video game. I can release the game right now. The game is playable completely, but it's not going to be fun. Well, it is going to be actually be fun. It's actually fun now, but it's not going to be like, it's going to get dry and stale as you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So I'm not releasing a cash grab. I'm actually building something here with a story. Everything that you do has a reason behind it. Everybody that you fight have a reason why you're fighting them. Every creature in the game, there's a reason why that creature is there. There's a story of what's going on, why you're on the planet that you're on, why you're going to other planets, why you see planets inside of the orbit, inside of the world. The factions that you'll see, why certain factions won't like you if you're a male. And if they do like you, they want you to be their slave. It's certain reasons of why things are happening in the game that you guys will be able to see. I'm putting my passion, my life, and everything inside of this game. This is because it's something I would actually want to play myself. So in this gameplay loop, that I'm basically building off loops that's already successful and that's already been created, and you know, and that's some of the best games that actually don't suck today. So I just create a blockchain game out of it, and this project is nothing of a cash grab. It's nothing of a cash grab. It's not like these other play to earn games where they just rush out things. And some of these play to earn games, as a developer, I just be like, I can make that in 5 minutes. So I'm not 5 minutes, but 5 days. 5 days, and I can make that same game that some of you guys are playing in this play to earn space. Some of them you can make them 48 hours. So this ain't that. This is going to be a long-term investment for things. I just want to make sure that the gamers that's listening to this part right here, I want you guys to understand I am on your side, and I understand everything that you guys are talking about. Games are terrible, trust me. I don't even play video games at the moment because I'm working on this, but also because it ain't nothing to play. Elden Ring, after that, boom, what else to play? There's nothing out there. So I'm just stuck on developing this game. All right, so that's that. Let's get to the next part. Let's get to the loop. All right.